Hello again, welcome to another edition of the Real Ale Guide. Today's beer is a bottle of beer from BrewDog and it's their Trashy Blonde.
Trashy Blonde. Now, I'm not a big man for blondes myself. I prefer the brunettes.
Yeah.
But I'm willing to see what the BrewDog people have come up with on this.
I don't mind a busty blonde, but a trashy blonde, yeah.
We'll have to see what transpires.
Absolutely. Should we get these open?
Yep.
Into a glass. Let's see what we get. Oh, nice.
Oh, there's a smell on this one. Straight off.
Nice, clean looking glass of beer. 2-finger head. Yeah. Off-white. Well, no, it's not off-white. I suppose it's white.
The head is white.
Yeah.
It's a golden looking beer. It's better. Let's put the light on that. See what happens. You can see the carbonation on that. I think you can anyway. But you can see the colour certainly. Give you a good idea of that.
And it kind of says on the bottom of the bottle there, you know you shouldn't. Now, that's probably a good example of where we are. We probably shouldn't be shooting this review because we've probably drunk about a good 5 or 6 pints by now. But what the hell? We're gonna go ahead with this anyway.
My Uncle Trevor, he's a man. He's a very wise man. He always warned me, watch out for blonde girls with big tits. I have a nasty feeling that this beer is the equivalent. So we're gonna find out.
Let's get the nose.
Yeah.
Cheers. No.
Tarty.
Yeah, tarty, and it's very much like. It smells like a bit like a light lager.
Yeah,
Do you get that?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's giving a zing of a lager, and looking at the carbonation, it's not for off one of those. I mean, it's conditioned better.
Yeah.
Than a lager.
Yeah, absolutely.
Than a mainstream lager, certainly. Craft lager is a different beast altogether, but yeah, it's heading towards that territory.
Should we get stuck in? We mentioned the colour. I suppose it's blonde. It's blonde. It's golden in colour. Yeah, it's that classic look about a blonde beer. It's called a blonde. Let's get in. Cheers. Oh, it's a lot more than what we've had through Twitter today.
Yeah.
It's a lot more than.
It's way beyond the kind of your standard French lager kind of beer door from Tesco's stuff.
Yeah, oh absolutely. There's a definite hot presence there towards the end.
BrewDog suggests you can't get the compulsive malt body, gorgeous, dirty blonde colour out of your head. It's a seductive lure of the sassy passion fruit hop proves too much to resist. You can pick up passion fruit on that?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, towards it's a very, very bitter end, but before it becomes totally bitter, you are getting passion fruit, and it's passionate blonde, I suppose.
Now, this is Red Ale Guide, and this is Red Ale 140. Both brunettes.
Yeah.
What are they going to make of this?
Well,
Are we cheating on them?
No, I don't think this is dirty enough.
No. There's not enough. I'm looking for a high dirt factor. It's not there.
It's nice. It certainly is nice. I think for the price you paid, you told me off air how much you paid for this. For the price you paid, I think I'd be quite satisfied with what I got for my money.
Yeah.
Certainly.
Yeah, at less than £2. It's You're not going to upset the wife too much by having to go on this trashy blonde. But yeah, much more, and she'd probably have your guts for garters.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I think there is passion fruit there, which suggests what they're suggesting with passion fruit is Nelson Sauvin.
It's the end of things. I mean,
yeah.
They're not too particular on their ingredients list on the BrewDog bottles, and that's probably to their strength. It means whatever you're finding, you're having to identify yourself, which is okay. But it's always good to know what you're getting in the bottle.
Do you know, if I was to hazard a guess, I'd say there was Nelson Sauvin in there.
Yeah, I think it probably is. If anything, what was the Magnum hop possibly? It's somewhere. It's a new old hop certainly. Yeah, you can't fault that. It's not a golden. It's not your Styrian.
I think we've tried 2 beers, or I've certainly tried, and yourself, we've tried 2 beers with Nelson Sauvin in. One was the Adnams, which was pronounced as a gooseberry type in flavoured beer, and then you've got the Kipling, which is an immense beer. I'd say this firmly sits in between the two. If you had a big trashy blonde with artificial breasts, you'd have your head between the two.
Doing this.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think that's where it sits. It's a little bit better than the Adnams. New Zealand.
It's looking to do the whole slap round the face thing.
Yeah.
It gets you that hop. It gets you the big hit. I don't know if it's as well crafted as the Kipling, because the Kipling is beautiful. It's just one of these things that you'll keep coming back to. Whereas this is, I'll be showing you the technique. This is the technique. You might not like it. That's the technique. And that's what I get from this.
If you give the beer a good wash round and try and release some more of them carbonates, and then take a big mouthful of the beer, I think it kind of creeps towards Kipling. It really it does, but then it just falls short.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not. It's right between. It's right between the two.
Yeah. Kipling, it just keeps on giving, whereas this is it gives you it up front. You can't see my leg moving now.
Yeah.
My leg was moving. It doesn't keep on giving. It's not there in the aftertaste. It's not there in the kind of. I'm not going to walk away from here this evening and think, yeah, do you know what? I can really get my governor around one of them. I'm going to walk away thinking that was a bit like a Kipling, but not quite as accomplished.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
No, I agree. I think there's a nice level of bitterness to this beer. I think maybe it might be the water. We always talk about the water that's in the Kipling. It seems soft and it seems to wrap around you.
It's the same with the Cornish beers that you pick up. That kind of, it's very, you pick water up out the mains in Cornwall. It's like spring water that you buy in a supermarket anywhere else in the country, and it's probably the same around Sheffield Way. You get a very good idea. Whereas if you live in a hard water area, then you're not going to get that at the tap. This gives you that fluffiness that a soft water area would give you, but it doesn't really give you the sophistication of brewing that I think a Kipling might give you.
I think that's one more question before we wrap up this review with a rating, and that is, do you think maybe if BrewDog scaled this down a little bit? I mean, they've gone into every Morrison's in the country, and that's a big demand.
Yeah. To
try and produce a beer like this, like a Kipling, which is the Nelson Sauvin. Mincing my words a bit here. You kind of know what I'm saying. Do you think if they scaled it down a little bit from Morrison's, if they didn't try to get this into every Morrison's in the UK, then they probably could improve on the quality, not the quantity?
I know. What I'd like to see from BrewDog is, rather than just saying this is a trashy blonde, I'd like them to say this is a golden ale. It's highly hopped.
Yeah.
That's what I'd like them to say. That's what I'd like them to say on the bottle, because that's going to give me a proper idea. Given that I've got some sense of what beer is, what beer means, I want them to tell me what it is. I don't want to have to go out and buy it and then on the reputation of the brewery and hope to come across something good. Okay, I didn't know until I opened this what it was going to be.
Yeah. And I think you kind of expect, if you expect just a blonde beer with a few hops and then you tasted this, it will probably be a little bit more.
Yeah.
But it's kind of the other way around. You kind of with this beer. Yeah. So, what's your rating, Chris?
Rated for me, this is it's definitely a summer beer. It's not a winter beer. This is a post-grafted in the garden beer, for shorthand, and I would go with an 8. It's an 8 out of 10.
It's a good rating.
It's not terrible, but it's not top end. You know, it's good. It's not there. Yeah, it's good, but it's not right, as Roy Walker might have said. You get nothing in this game for 2 in a bed.
Well, I completely got rid of mine. I identify the flavours. But like Chris said, I think it's worthy of an 8. I'm going to give this an 8 too, because it just tailors off from being a great beer. Just.
It was a good try, BrewDog.
Yeah.
You have to work harder.
I think it's the production. I think maybe they've just cut a little bit short on the quality just to go with the quantity of getting this beer in every single Morrison's supermarket in the UK. It's a tall order.
But the trouble is, you don't want to. There's a balance in that between the lowest common denominator and real ale aficionados. We're probably somewhere between those two groups.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to label us as real ale twats. we haven't got chunky jumpers on for a start. But yeah, equally, it's something you want to bear in mind. You can't have something too specialist in a supermarket.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But 8 and an 8 is solid.
Yeah.
It's very, very solid.
Worth trying.
This wraps up this little event of reviews we've done with Chris. But I'm sure you'll see him on Real Ale 140 on YouTube. Check him out. We will be doing some more on the channel in the future.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching and cheers.